So there's this girl named Bella. Anyway, we're gonna call her Bella. So Bella, she grew up in Germany, in this like quaint little village in Germany, and growing up, you know, a big part of her childhood is she would go to summer camp. Like it was a sleepaway camp, you know, for a couple of weeks in the summer. All her friends went, and it was right near their village out in the forest. And it was like it almost felt like a theater camp. You know, they'd go and they'd sleep away, and there'd be games and stuff. But they'd also put on performances and like plays and stuff. But it was like a really big part of her childhood. And then the sort of rite of passage for the kids that typically went to this camp is they would, after being a student, after being a camper, it was pretty common for folks to become camp counselors, especially in their college years. And that was sort of the cycle of life of this camp. And so Bella, she was about to go to college. It was her senior year, summer, before she's going to college, and she had reached the age where she couldn't be a camper anymore, nor did she really want to be. It was her first year of being a counselor. And she was actually really excited at the prospect of being a counselor, because this is, again, like something that matters a lot to her, and all our friends were going to be counselors as well. And so that summer, on the start of the camp, you know, she and the rest of the counselors showed up early, and they helped set up all the different little cabins in the woods. There's like a little lake nearby, and you know, they set up all the different like stations the kids would be playing at over the week. She like helped prep the camp. And then the kids finally arrived on the first day, and it's like all these happy little kids running around, and Bella and all the counselors, it was great. They got to like give these kids the experience that they had growing up, and it was a multi-day camp. And then at night, on this first night, after the kids all were ushered into their various cabins and were finally asleep, it was tradition amongst the counselors, especially I guess on the first night of camp, to actually not sleep in the cabin with the kids, to like put the kids to bed, and then the counselors, they go out in the woods, they basically party and then crash in the woods. She's like, I was having this dream, and it's like weirdly connected to this. Well, it would turn out what really happened to her, that they would later discover after people came forward with what they saw that night, other counselors, when she fell asleep, a fox with rabies walked into the camp and was eating her scalp. And
get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
With her dream.
Holy shit.
And so when she got to they treated her for rabies immediately because they didn't know what it was. But sure enough, when the story got out to other counselors, one of the other counselors was like, yeah, there was a fox that kept coming back over to us, and I kept having to shoo it away. And so the only explanation is while she was laying there, the fox was eating her head.